My name is Ted Esplin. I'm the Executive Vice President of Global Operations here at Lifetime Products. I'm honored and privileged that Richard has asked me to MC this event this morning. So it's good to be here and glad to have everybody with us. We'd like to recognize the many distinguished guests and VIPs that we have in attendance with us today. Thank you for being here with us. I'm very honored and proud as we gather for the groundbreaking of our newest building here at the Freeport Center. We have gone to great measures today, as you'll notice, to follow health and safety department guidelines, including masks, social distancing, as you'll see with the chairs spread out, hand sanitizer, and please, we would ask you to continue to observe social distancing as best as possible. We know this is different and unique, but we are committed to keeping everyone safe. That being said, again, thank you everybody for being here with us and taking time out of your day. I'll be brief and I'll introduce our speakers and we'll move right into the program. So our speakers today will be first Scott Dixon, President and CEO of Stacy Construction. And following Scott, we'll have Shane Sanders, Design Principal at Sanders Associates Architects. Following Shane, we will hear from Mayor Mark Shepard, the Mayor of Clearfield. And following Mayor Shepard, we'll hear from Richard Hendrickson, President and CEO of Lifetime Products. On that note, Scott, the time is yours.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here. What a great morning to be out on a construction site. And as you'll note, we brought nature's swamp cooler here. So as contractors, that's what we do to cool off a job site. But on behalf of the construction crews, we're generally honored to be here today and excited with this opportunity to build the new Lifetime facility here in Clearfield, Utah. First, we'd like to express our sincere appreciation to Barry and Kathy Maurer, the Maurer family, and Richard Hendrickson and his leadership, along with the Lifetime management team, for your continued trust, support, and confidence in us as the construction manager and general contractor. We also want to thank Clearfield City and Freeport Center. Everyone has been very supportive in moving this project forward and genuinely a pleasure to work with. From the Stacy Construction team, I'd like to recognize Brett Stevens. If you'll raise your hand there, Brett. He'll be our project manager. Darren Peterson. Darren will be our on-site project superintendent. Both of these are dedicated and experienced professionals and will certainly spend a fair amount of time here over the course of the next year and a half. Speaking on behalf of the various subcontractors, material suppliers, vendors, all those that will be involved with this project, we appreciate this opportunity and express our thanks. For us, this project began several years ago as we were informed of the need for a new shipping facility here at Lifetime. At that early stage, we engaged a material handling consultant who worked closely with the Lifetime personnel to review all their products and potential building layout. With Lifetime's leadership, it soon became apparent in the preliminary stages that the storage and retrieval of products within the facility would be the priority. This priority would then become the quest of the design. Next, we were involved in the process of engaging the services of the design team and their consultants, whom Shane Sanders of Sanders Associates Architects, that'll follow me, will allude to some of the design. Sanders is a long-standing, reputable architectural firm, and we're fortunate to have them here as part of our team. I'm going to briefly just give some interesting facts about the project. As has been noted, it's approximately 670,000 square feet. Now that equates to 1,148 feet going east to west, and 573 feet going north and south, with a second level of mezzanine offices on the south side of the building. For those that may be interested, that equates to almost 12 football fields under one roof. So you can see the size of what this really is. The site is 37 acres and will accommodate the building, vehicle parking, trailer storage, landscaping, and a dispatch facility here at the southwest corner that will check the trucks in and out. The site slopes 25 feet. If you went from this southwest corner to the northeast corner, there's a 25-foot grade change elevation, and certainly that provides for some unique construction challenges. The finished floor will be approximately 14 feet above where we're currently sitting. So we've got a fair amount of work cut out for us. The perimeter of the site, if you walk just the perimeter of the site here, it's 0.91 of a mile, so almost a mile. The building is 0.65 of a mile if you walk the perimeter of the building once we have it constructed. So for those that want a good walk, employees, if you walk the site and the building on a given day, you'd be walking over 1.5 miles. Now here's some staggering facts that we've got to do over the course of the next several months. There are 300,000 tons of export material. That equates to up to 12,000 truckloads. There's 200,000 tons of import, or could be up to 8,000 truckloads. Then approximately 150,000 tons of soil that will move around the site. We'll then pour the concrete slab, and that becomes the casting pad for the walls. We'll pour the walls horizontally on that floor slab, and then as the concrete cures, we'll tilt those in place with a crane. Those concrete panels, the height of the building will be 46 and 48 feet tall, and each panel is about 25 feet wide. So you can imagine the weight of what one of those panels are. There are 35,000 cubic yards of concrete, or it'll require about 3,500 ready-mix trucks, cement trucks, that will be delivering material here to the site. Of course, then we'll move on with steel columns and a steel joist and metal deck and the remainder of the construction. There are 80 truck doors around the facility that will allow for a variety of shipping methods. We no doubt have a sizable task to complete, and again, feel honored to be trusted with this responsibility. We're looking forward to another successful project with Lifetime Products. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate the opportunity to share a few thoughts about the design of this state-of-the-art distribution warehouse facility. It's not every day we have the opportunity to be a part of such a significant project in our community. As a design team, it's been a privilege working with Lifetime Products and seeing their vision and goals achieved for this important distribution facility. The key to a facility like this is product flow. We began this design process working closely with Lifetime's design team and Stacy Construction to refine a racking design system for storing Lifetime's diverse product sizes. That process began with Lifetime's own forward-thinking vision for moving and storing its products, with the design team rigorously investigating strategies to maximize racking height while providing flexibility for a product flow through the facility's footprint. Distribution environments change rapidly, so the design solution needed to be flexible enough to allow for future changes in Lifetime product requirements. This meant rationalizing the right sizing and flexibility of a storage racking design. As a design team, we work to understand Lifetime's process and rack design vision in order to deliver a successful design solution. The distribution warehouse facility is located on a 37-acre site that can accommodate over 63 standard vehicle parking spaces, 80 shipping and receiving truck bays with the ability to add 28 future doors, and approximately 119 truck trailer parking stalls on site. We looked at how to balance operating requirements of a distribution warehouse facility with site development constraints. Part of this site's development constraints included providing segregation of visiting parking, employee parking, access points into the site that would address truck stacking at peak hours, and the shipping and receiving traffic flow around the site. The design incorporates tilled-up concrete panels, glass, and a two-story glass atrium entrance. To allow for natural light, the building features 80 large clear-story windows around the perimeter wall of the building. The exterior of the building is articulated with 4 colors to scale down the long facades and reinforce Lifetime brand. The design also incorporates sustainable design strategies such as wiring for future electric vehicle charging stations in staff parking lots and photovoltaic panels on the roof to capture energy. This design also includes administrative offices, meeting rooms, forklift charging areas, packaging operation areas, a staff and truckers lounge and shower facilities, and dispatch office building at the southwest corner of the control inbound and outbound traffic from the distribution center. In today's complex distribution warehouse environments, companies often don't know from which the next wave of growth will come. This state-of-the-art distribution warehouse operation is designed to maximize flexibility and scalability so that Lifetime can adjust to changing demand regardless of product changes and order profiles. It takes perseverance and a great effort to bring a project like this together. Thank you for the opportunity to be a part of this celebration today. The extraordinary time and effort Lifetime committed to every aspect of this building design process is a testament to their dedication, expertise, and vision as a company. We look forward to working with Lifetime and Stacy Construction to get this distribution center built. Thank you.
Well, good morning, everybody. It is a pleasure to be here, a real pleasure. As we pulled in this morning and I got up here, I thought, wow, this is great. It's been a very long time since I've driven a scraper, and they've set one up for me to drive. And then I realized they'd tied them up, and that really wasn't the purpose, so I was a little bummed. But I want to thank Lifetime Products for making this happen in Clearfield. I know that there were other options as they searched for a place to put this warehouse and this distribution center. We had this started with us probably, it's been, Richard, about 5 years that we've been doing this now and looking forward to this. So today for us as a city, this is a big deal. As we've tried and continue to move forward with recreating a city and changing the look and the feel of what we've got, this was a big deal. This is a 600,000 plus square foot building that it will be a landmark as you drive up SR 193. We wanted to make sure as a city that was something that people would look at and not go, oh, lovely, just another, wow, that's a massive, ugly building. And Lifetime has done phenomenal work in making sure that this is a beautiful building. There was a gap that needed to be made to make this possible in the price. And I want to thank our city council for coming together to make that happen, as well as our county commission. It's hard to get our taxing entities to all get on board, and yet with this project, not one of them had a question in it. Not one of them said no. They all jumped on board and said, we're excited to make this happen. This employs people, it brings people to Clearfield. It continues to help us stand out and creates jobs here. So Barry and Kathy, thank you so much for being such great partners with Clearfield. It is, you've been here for an eternity, it seems. 30-ish years or so now, and we love having you here. We love the fact that Lifetime calls Clearfield home, that even with distribution centers or manufacturing facilities in other states and out of the country, that Clearfield is still the headquarters for Lifetime Products. We're excited to be a part of it. I want to thank our city staff for the time and effort that they're putting into making sure that this happens in a timely manner and that it's as easy and smooth of a process as we can. It's good to work with great contractors. You have those that come in that are not the easiest to deal with, and we're dealing with some very high quality folks here. So thank you guys for doing this. Thanks to the staff at the Freeport Center, for Betty and all the HERP folks. We're excited to see this happen and see this move forward. Excited to see a building go vertical. So thank you, Richard.
Well, these are interesting times, and it does look different from here looking out over the group today. But a big thank you to everyone for being here. These milestones are important to stop and celebrate for a minute and take note of what we're accomplishing. So I appreciate everybody's participation and everybody for being here. I really want to thank Barry and Kathy this morning. You know, we talk about the beginning of Lifetime Products here in the Freeport Center in 1986. But we know it started way before that. It was in the 70s when Barry and Kathy really started the process of their commitment to making amazing products and finding ways to get value to consumers and to people's homes, and most importantly, in creating opportunities for people, for so many millions and millions of people around the world and thousands of people here within the company. And Barry and Kathy, we thank you and the rest of the Maurer family. I also want to thank the Lifetime management team. These are some crazy, different, interesting, and very challenging times. Managing a company that's as complex, as vertically integrated, as spread out as we are is challenging. And I am very, very grateful to be surrounded by such amazing coworkers and co-managers and people who are experts in their field, people who I not only trust, but I love and trust, and I want to thank them. And I want to extend that same gratitude to the entire Lifetime team. There will be a lot of employees that have a chance to watch today's proceedings who are interested in what we're doing. We're streaming this live, I believe, now, and we'll have another version of it online for people to watch. And I want to tell everybody that's a part of this huge team, thank you for what you do to make this possible. I was looking at my notes. It was January of 2019 that I created what I called the design team for this project, and that consisted of 7 people. It was myself, BJ Hackey, Dave Winter, Wes Guy, John Harris, Shane Saunders, who we've heard from, and Scott Dixon, who we've heard from. And that team has been meeting in some way, shape, or form every week for close to 18 months now, working on the details. There's a common saying, the devil is in the details. Well, I'm here to tell you, success is in the details. And there have been millions of details addressed in this process, and I want to thank that team for sticking it out. There's been a lot of work that's gotten us to this point. I also want to say thank you to Betty Parker and Freeport and Associates. Since 1986, and just this morning, Betty told me she's here for another 20 years, just like I am. And I'm super grateful for that. We've had a great working relationship. Thank you, Betty. Also to the city. Mayor, thanks for being here, and to your team that's behind this. Again, it takes a lot of people to make something like this happen. And we talk about the design team, and Scott and Shane and all of the internal Lifetime people. Each one of us is backed up by an entire team as well. So thank you to those people. Landon, where's Landon at? He's in the very back. Great job. Landon and Carson have done an amazing job at pulling this off today and making it possible. I want to quickly highlight, you've heard some details about the facility and the design. I want to quickly highlight what this is going to do for us as a company, some of the benefits. Today as a company, we ship finished product, if you can imagine, from up to 16 different finished goods warehouses. So the complexity, and Wes is nodding his head, and it's tough, the complexity of bringing trucks in, and with our many different product categories, the expansion of online selling, and the mixture, we'll have trucks that come in that have to stop not at just one place to be loaded, but sometimes 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 stops to fill one truck with product. And you can imagine how inefficient that is for them. And then think about the complexity for us as a company, because each one of those buildings has to have employees in it all the time. We've got to have forklifts in them. We've got to have equipment. And the costs that go along with trying to manage those buildings is very high. So this is going to be a huge improvement for us. Some of the things that will bring the 80 to 108 shipping doors in one place. I think on super busy days, we'll ship today in excess of 100 trucks during our busy season. That from 16 buildings down to hopefully 1 or 2 buildings will be an incredible improvement for us in efficiency. Help us take care of our growing.com business. And then also think of the security aspect. It's very difficult for us to secure 16 different buildings, one of which is sometimes in Ogden in BDO. And trying to secure those buildings and all those doors is very difficult. This site will allow us to do that much more effectively. The leverage of technology. We have our warehouse management system, all kinds of software advantages that's very difficult to leverage in these different buildings. In one building, that warehouse management will help us pick, place, decrease movement, decrease waste in so many ways, and again, help us be more efficient. Less equipment to take care of. Increase in annual capacity. Our products are seasonal, and oftentimes when we're not in the midst of a season and we have a lot of demand coming up, shortage of space for finished product leads to some of our very expensive equipment being shut down and sitting idle at times. With this facility, we'll be able to keep that equipment running, increase our capacity as a company, level load better our manufacturing schedule, and a level load is also much more respectful and helpful to our employees and their families when we can manage those days in a more planned out process on the labor side. Most importantly, and I'm very emotional about this piece, the building of this project is going to help us create jobs and opportunities right here locally. There are few things in the world which have as big an impact on social peace, on community violence and lawlessness, or on the stability and success of families as meaningful employment. Every time a job is created and filled somewhere, a family is becoming more secure, more peaceful at home, a community is decreasing in crime rate, and mutual respect for all religions, for all races, and for all people is being increased by having meaningful employment. Today is an important day for Lifetime Products, and it really marks the beginning of a significant leap into the future for us. It represents a recommitment to Clearfield City, a recommitment to the state of Utah, and to the United States of America. As we break ground on this facility today, here in the Freeport Center, we're once again demonstrating our commitment to manufacturing products here in the USA, to developing innovative new products at a value which bring families together. We're demonstrating our commitment to providing opportunities for suppliers, for our customers, and most importantly, jobs and opportunities for our people. And that's what a successful company is all about. So with that, thank you for being here. Let's go turn some dirt. Let's make this official and get some great photos. Thanks, everybody.